Alright, I'm going to show you how to use the Blackstone Pellet Grill to make a perfectly smoked Spatchcock Turkey for your Thanksgiving dinner. This is a super easy recipe to do. Follow along, I'll show you step by step how to do it, and you'll get the most perfect, juicy turkey you could ever make. We're going to start with a whole turkey, and I'm going to start by just patting this dry, getting all those juices off there. This is about a 12-pound turkey, but this method works for any turkey. I'm going to flip that thing over. To spatchcock it, it's pretty easy. We're just going to remove this backbone right here. And I'm just going to use a pair of kitchen shears here, and I'm going to run it right up along that backbone. You're going to get as close as you can to it and just start using those shears to cut right through that backbone. Now, it's going to take some muscle here. You'll see that I have to use two hands a couple times to get through some of the bigger bones, but those shears will cut through it. It's not that hard. And so you're just going to cut right along that backbone all the way to the other end of the turkey. Then once you've got one side done, you're going to go back and do the same thing along the other side, cutting the whole way down that backbone. Spatchcocking a turkey is a really good idea, especially if you're cooking it on a smoker, just because that dark meat and white meat cooks kind of at different temperatures and at different rates, and it ends up cooking unevenly. You'll end up with some overcooked dark meat while you're waiting on that white meat to finish. By spatchcocking, you're kind of spreading the turkey out a little bit, helping it cook a little more evenly. You end up with a juicier bird. It doesn't take as long to cook, so you don't risk drying the meat all out while it's cooking. We're also going to cook this at a very high temperature, so when normally you would think this would take it all day to cook your turkey, by spatchcocking it and cooking it on the smoker, we're going to have this turkey done in a little over an hour, saving you a lot of time on your Thanksgiving meal. Once you get through to that second part of that backbone, you may have to cut a little bit of extra skin off the end there. But once you've removed that backbone, you don't want to throw that away. This is the perfect cut of meat for you to throw into a pot and make a good turkey stock, and you can use it for your turkey gravy. Okay, now that we have the backbone taken out, I'm just going to flip it right back over, and then we're going to spread both those legs and thighs out, and then we're going to use both of our hands to push right down on that middle, and you'll hear a loud crack as you do that, and you're just trying to get this thing to flatten out as best as possible. And then you can reposition those legs, tuck the wings under the front there, and then you're all set to go. Just give you another look here so you can see how we tuck those wings up underneath the bird. Okay, so now we're going to inject this bird. This is my secret to a juicy turkey, no matter what. This Creole butter, you can buy several different brands. It really doesn't matter which brand you buy. They all come with this injector. This stuff is the best if you want the juiciest bird. You don't have to brine it. You don't have to do any special preparation before the day of. You just take this and you inject it directly into the breast and thigh meat. You're going to do about 8 to 10 injections into each breast and about 5 to 6 into each thigh. That bottle of Creole butter will get you an entire turkey about this size. If you do a much bigger turkey, like if you're over 20 pounds, you might need 2 bottles of it to get the whole turkey. But you want to make sure you get down inside that meat. Be careful not to be squirting too far. You don't want to poke all the way through and end up squirting all your butter all over your cutting board here. But you're just going to insert this all over this breast meat. You're going to move it around. Try to inject as much as you can into each one. You will notice that the more you put in there, some of it will start to squirt back out. That's just a sign that you're getting quite a bit in there. It's okay, just keep moving it around and keep going. Okay, once we're all injected, it's now time to season the bird. And so we're just gonna do a mixture of some sea salt here. We're gonna just cover liberally with salt all over that skin. Then I'm gonna add some poultry seasoning all over it. Just rub that in with your hands all over that top skin area. I'm also gonna do some thyme and some rosemary. And I'm going to finish it off with a little bit of sage. You could do whatever your favorite seasoning is for this. I just happen to be going a little more traditional with my flavors on this one, but use whatever rub you like. Okay, so we're not going to time this in our cook. We're more focused on temperature. And so I'm going to use my wireless meter thermometers here. I'm going to insert one into the front of that breast, and then because the dark meat cooks at a different rate, I'm going to put one in the thigh back here. So we're going to wait until those internal temperatures hit 165 on both of those thermometers, and that's how we'll know when our turkey's done. Like I said, we're going to cook this on a really high temperature, so I'm going to use the Blackstone Pellet Grill. We've got the hopper full of pellets. We're going to set that temperature to about 400 degrees. Once it's preheated, put that turkey right here in the middle of that rack, and we're going to just let it go, monitoring the temperature the whole time. Once both thermometers are reading 165, it's time to pull it off. And look at that. Perfectly roasted turkey. Nothing is too overcooked. It's going to be so juicy and so good. Skin is nice and crispy. This only took about an hour and a half in total to cook. We're going to carve this up, and I'm just going to start by cutting the thigh out of the way, and then I'm going to cut that breast as one big piece right off of there. And I just want you to look at these turkey breasts. Look at all the juices. That's the magic of that Creole butter, guys. It makes all the difference. I hope you give this a try. Let me know if you do. How do you like to make your Thanksgiving turkey? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, thanks for watching.